what the real deal is. That was a horrible entry, but we're going to keep it moving just like the United Sim Football Association. Game 1 of your Friday doubleheader. And you already know we got to get a kick started. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. You know how we do. We keeping it moving. It's going to be a fun ride here. And we got 2 Eastern Conference teams looking to get the job done. Both are on 2 different paths and towards the end of the regular season. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh will be the 2 teams in this ball game, and I can't wait to see who gets the job done. Both of these teams have yet to make the playoffs in their short careers. Pittsburgh has been in the league longer than Tampa, but Tampa Bay, they're in their 2nd season, and a victory here today can pretty much help seal the deal in regards to that. But doing so could probably close out the door for Pittsburgh potentially making the playoffs. Pittsburgh, they need a dub today. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Pittsburgh, they're trying their hardest to stay in the playoff hunt, but they lost the game last week. So now they're looking to pretty much turn the tide and get it back rolling the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I got everything ready to go for the most part for what I'm seeing. I'm going to go ahead and hit that play game button on my side, and we could go ahead and get this thing started. Kickoff is here, and we are underway in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Once again, you love to see it as we see Pittsburgh in their alternate unis in this ball game. 1st and 10 coming up here. Looking to get something going. Got a lot of crosses. Going to make the catch. Turning up is the bot tight end. The backup tight end. They're going to be a loss of 2. A short pass that has been very marginalized and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very criticized by the majority of the players in Pittsburgh from what I've seen. But it's a new day. It's a new chance to be great. They're going to look to try to get something going. They throw short again, and it looks like it's going to be another short gain of maybe 1. 3rd and long coming. It looked like the coach punched Mike Hawk in his hawk. That's pretty crazy. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Pittsburgh is going to need Charlotte to lose the rest of the way to give them a chance. Go and throw it short, and that pass is off the mark to Blake Grant. 3 straight passes and no good for the Roughnecks. It's going to have to go to Tampa Bay. Ended up getting the ticker rolling again. You see right there. Hopefully it does not glitch out to where I won't be able to save it, but hey, we're going to keep it moving here. First punt of the game going to be returned to Jordan Vinny. Looking for a good return. Makes a couple men miss and gets close to the 40. And Tampa Bay is going to start out with some really good field position here. Going to make it 1st and 10. I kind of like this one here. Got like a little bit of the widescreen type motion here. A lot of people said they love it, but we're going to keep it moving. 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna look, gonna hand this one off, and Ja'Cory Dash gonna find a little bit of a crease to get a gain of around 5. Gonna make it 2nd and medium. Second and medium here. Going to be a pass, 1st of the day for West, and they're going to get home. That's a sack. Mr. Jones getting into the mix. That's a half a sack. That means the other defensive end on the other side got a little piece too. Cassandra Requena going to get it too. And Pittsburgh's defense stepping up a little bit. 3rd and 10. Looking for the stop. They're going to send a rush. They don't get home. And the pass on the mark, but the defense on the back end works. And that'll make it 4th and 2. Here comes the punt team, more than likely from Tampa. Sending this one away. Both defenses standing tall, looking for the bounce. Gonna get the bounce in. Gonna take it to around the 4. Gonna make it 1st and 10 here for Pittsburgh. We'll talk about their offense in a little bit, but hope you're having a great day. So far, so good for me. The games keep rolling. If you missed the game in the ECFL, that was the championship game. It was a fun ride for sure. Looks like Tulane will be your champions as we see the handoff pushing forward and dragging the man past the 10 is Mike Hawk for his first carry. And it was a successful one, if I do say so myself. It's going to be 2nd and 2 coming. Going to move a couple things on my side so I can see a little bit better. There you go, much better. 2nd and 2 here, looking for the first. 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to send Blake Grant in motion. They're going to pass it, going to throw it, and going to be caught by Grant getting into the mix past the 25. And it's 1st and 10 here for Pittsburgh. Send them on the motion and hit them with that quick hitter. 1st down coming up. Blake Grant is one of 4 wide receivers here in this Pittsburgh team, along with Anthony Stank, Ryan Davis, and Corbian Crimson. Another pass and another short dump off. Reaching over is the homie, Bodacious, the tight end. And he'll keep the chains alive. Once again, it's 1st down coming. They're going with a bit of a West Coast type of an offense here. It's worked out in some factors, but you'd want your offense to move the ball down the field while doing it if you're going to do it. Gonna look, throws a short again. There goes Mike pushing through Madison Nicole, the corner. And so far, 5 for 6 on the day there for the homie Carr. 2nd and 3 coming. But we already talked about majority of the players on the offense. Halfback will be Mike Hawk. We've seen him get a few touches. And then Jim Carr, the quarterback in his 2nd year, trying to get his team to the playoffs. Looking, throws a short, and going to be caught. Actually, that wasn't short. That was pretty long right there. Anthony Stank getting past the 30. It's 1st and 10 Pittsburgh again. Great job there from number 13 getting his first catch. We'll see if Ryan Davis gets into the mix. As they see the motion. Will they keep it on the ground after that? Yes, they will. Looking for a hole and going to get past the 30. I thought he got past the 30 in the last play, but he actually got past the 35. 2nd and medium coming up. Gonna pass it, looking for a man to throw it to, right side, and caught. Trying to get the first, but not to be. Gonna make it 3rd and 1 coming up. Definitely manageable here. And they're inching closer towards field goal range. Third and 1, quick pitch and overthrows Ryan Davis, who was open for the play. Is going to be 4th and 1. They could very well keep the offense alive. See if they can get the 1st down, push closer. Or they could take the field goal attempt. But it looks like they're going to go with my first thought. They do have Mike Hawk in the backfield. And they're going to pass out of it. Going to get hit as he throws, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. The Tampa Bay defense stands tall, and Pittsburgh will come fruitless on this play. It didn't finish out their offense. They were looking nice up until that point. But Anita Dickamy is the kicker / punter for Pittsburgh. We'll talk about their defense now that they're back on the field. Tampa Bay says they want to get something going, though. 1st and 10. Takes off to run a little bit, but gets sacked and Cassandra Raquena is gonna get one more sack on top of the half that she had earlier. 2nd and 10. Jerry Philbin doing a nice job putting that inside pressure, and the edge rushers have been benefiting from it, as you can see. 2nd down coming. Gonna send Copeland in motion, handoff inside, and going to get tackled around the 30. But finishing off this defense here for Pittsburgh, they have Jerry Philbin, Tank Jones, Cassandra Raquena, and Thax Brightmore on the D-line. Linebackers would be Kingston Ali, Austin Wheeler, Heavy D, Gus Pack, and Colt Wetzel. Cornerbacks would be CJ Bird, Jackson Brady, and Bryce Walker, as we see a drop back looking right side and wide open for Eliason. He scored a touchdown last week, and he's going to make the big play. It's 1st and 10 again here for Tampa. But yeah, the cornerbacks Jackson Brady, Bryce Walker, and CJ Bird. And the safeties will be Angel Flugel, Mitchell Lott, and Kane Elliott. Kane Elliott, the former Huntington Beach Voyager, who just secured their playoff spot last week. They're trying to do something with it real quick. A handoff to the left side, and reaching out is Copeland. Might be a little short. Yes, he is. 2nd and inches coming. As you can see on the ticker there, that's the week 11 games there. Just to see some of the craziness that happened in the past week. Got the what's the word I'm looking for? The standings in the conference, along with the power rankings currently. 1st and 10 coming up here. And Tampa Bay is starting to move the rock a little bit. Cassandra with the tackle, but the drive shall continue. No scoring yet in the 1st. Gonna send a man in motion. Gonna look for a man to throw it to. And gonna take off to run, and gonna run into a by-player sack. And that's 3 sacks on the game here so far for this Pittsburgh team. Very good job here from the D-line to put pressure here on this very strong QB, James West. But now it's going to be 2nd and long coming up. 2nd and 16. Here comes the pass. West going to turn around, throws on the run. Going to make the catch is Eliason, but he's going away from the 1st down mark. Going to make it 3rd and 11 now. Solid job there by West to avoid another sack. It was almost there, but the drive shall continue. Got a lot of receivers here. Takes off to run, and Mr. Philbin rushing up the middle for the sack. And that is a perfect way to close quarter number 1. Let's flip the field, get the punt going. Sending this one away. And that appears to go into the back of the end zone for the touchback. And we could go ahead and talk about this Tampa team since we are in the new quarter, all the good stuff. Let me know how the gameplay is looking so far. Everything looks so far good to me. We'll take it. 1st and 10 coming. Pittsburgh, their defense has been keeping them in the game. Now it's time for their offense to see if they could take this lead on this drive. They're going to send Blake Grant in the motion. Going to fake it to Mike and look middle of the field and caught. Past the 35 they go. And that is going to be a pass to Mr. Crimson, a.k.a. Corbian Crimson, for the 1st down. That's a great start for sure. Over the top of the linebackers. Right out of the reach of Jordan Venny, the corner. We'll talk about him in a little bit. He's been doing very well this season. But it's 1st and 10. Almost got a man off sides. They're going to hand off to the bot and finds a hole, reaching out. And I think he might be a little short, but definitely a good boost with a 9.5-yard gain. But defensively for Tampa, since they're on the field, we can talk about it. They got 2 D linemen. They have Matthew Ousley and Hendricks Harlow. Linebackers will be Von Carlton. Shout out to Von Carlton. Brock Hoskins and the homie Makani Kakona. Gonna be handing this one off in a big hole. There goes Mike. Going strong to the 40. Mike Hawk. That's way more than 8. It's gonna be 1st and 10 again. Big gainer there. Pittsburgh's offense is moving the rock. You got to give them credit. But they just got to punch the ball into the end zone. 1st and 10 coming. They're going to send Mike behind Carr, and they're going to hand it off to the bot, who gets another solid gain of around 5. They're going to call it 4, though, maybe 4.5. 2nd and 6 coming. But, yeah, called the linebackers and the D lineman for Tampa. The cornerback set has Thor Brown, Madison Nicole, and Jordan Vinny. Free safeties will be Tomlin Juicer and Livy Dutton. And as we see the pass again, looking for a man, launching his left side in a bucket. I see Mr. Davis, Ryan Davis for the touchdown. Jim Carr says he knows how to launch that rock when it is time, and Pittsburgh's gonna take the early lead. What a pass there from Carr. What a route there from Ryan Davis. Kick is up from Anita, and she says that she's got it going on. 7-0. Let the siren play. Homies in Pittsburgh said they ain't playing around. They're going to take the bucket. And it's going to be kickoff coming soon to this offense here in Tampa that features number 10, aka James West, in his 4th year. Definitely a quarterback of the year candidate as per the statistics. Running backs will be Jason Copeland and Ja'Cory Dash, as we see one of the wide receivers return it past the 25. That's Mr. Eliason, aka Darren Eliason. He'll be paired up with Tomlin Clementine, Bronson Sparrow, and Earl the Pearl Flint. Tight end will be Travis Vaughn, and they have Daniel Carlstown, the kicker. Gonna make it 1st and 10 coming. Gonna make a quick motion. We're gonna hand it off up the middle, pushing through a crowd of Roughnecks to get a solid gain. 2nd and 4 coming up. He tripping though. He gotta get back up. He'll be all right. Gonna be handing it off, pushing forward, and doesn't really get too much. I think he lost the yard. Actually got right back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 4. And that's going to be a flag on Tampa. Move it backwards. 3rd and 9 coming up. That's a big penalty here for a team in Pittsburgh who's trying to do the unthinkable. 3rd and 9 coming up. And that siren is very loud. Thanks to the penalty, it kept it rolling. 3rd and 9, almost got a man off sides, looking for a man to throw it to. Takes off to run. He has a lot of room. He's going to pick up another big game on the ground. Going to take it past the 45 to the 40, and he had a 40-yard gain last week. What a big play from number 10. It's 1st down coming. He did the exact same thing last week, and it helped them out for sure. Gonna be 1st and 10. Handing it off, pushing forward. They're going to make a man miss, reaching out, trying to get the 1st, but he'll be short a few yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Almost in field goal range. I'd call it field goal range, me personally. Trey Pointer, that's the name of the kicker. Going to be taking this to the left side, looking for the spin, and gets stuffed. A gain of nothing, and it's going to be another third down coming. James West tried to get freaky on him, but he spun the wrong way. He spun towards the sideline as opposed to the first down. You can't do that and expect good results. Third down. Going to hand this off, and a big hold there for Copeland. Bounces off of his blockers that's already at the second level. And it's 1st and 10 coming for Tampa. Nice drive so far. First and 10. Gonna be passing it, looking right side and caught, turn it up, makes one man miss and dragging the player past the 20. That's Kingston Ali that took a little bit of a ride there. A gain of 3 on that play though. Can't wait to see how this game turns out. Pittsburgh with a lot to fight for. Tampa Bay, they're trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. We'll have to double check if the loss for New York gave the homies in Tampa Bay the berth. But it's 1st and 10 now. Looking to get some more work done as Earl Flint gets his first catch of the game. Bryce Walker there on the coverage. Gonna be passing it, looking left side, is caught by the homie Dash, reaching forward, gets to the 3-yard line, maybe even the 2. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter to the left side, works to near perfection. And that's a false start from the right guard. Not the center this time around. It's going to show number 70, but I seen the move, number 65. Going to make it 2nd and 7. Low scoring affair the second quarter. Already to the second quarter, and we're not even, like, it's been a lot of successful plays on both sides. It just hasn't amounted to any points here for Tampa quite yet. Looking for a push and going to get some of those yards back from the penalty. Now it's going to be 3rd and 3. Third down and 3, looking for a man to throw to his West. The pocket looks decent off the back foot and holds on to it. It's gonna be a touchdown. And that wasn't even from a user. Actually, that is Travis Vaughn. My bad. I thought it was Parks, their backup, who's number 82. But hey, that's going to the tight end Travis Vaughn, who's been outperforming so far this season. He's definitely been above his current pay grade and has been the benefactor for a lot of easy touchdowns in the red zone. Tampa Bay is going to knock this one up, and Pittsburgh will have a chance to respond with 3.5 minutes left in this first half. You already know how we do. We're going to get to the advertisements during halftime, so we're going to get that rolling. A lot of things is happening here in the league now that the collegiate league is currently going into its off season. Should see a lot more turnover, a lot more people looking in on what's happening here in the USFA. Going to be a fun ride for sure. Kicking this one away. Gonna be a kneel down from Anthony Stank. 1st and 10 coming for Pittsburgh, trying to get something going. We'll see what happens here on this drive. Pittsburgh with their huge trio of halfbacks are going to hand it off to the, a huge trio of wide receivers, but they'll hand it off to the bot halfback. 2nd and 6 coming up. Gonna be passing it again, looking left side and caught by Mike out the backfield, dragging number 54. That's Brock Hoskins, and that's gonna be an easy first down play for Pittsburgh. Two-minute warning coming soon, but they're going to hand it off in a big hole. Makes one man miss. It's Mike. And that's going to push us to the 2-minute warning. So far, a solid game overall here for Pittsburgh. Shallow Marino, the strong safety, getting the job done there. We're at 2nd and inches here on this next play. So far, Pittsburgh has been playing up to their level. And if I can remember, I believe the last time they wore this uniform set, they won the game. Going to look for a man here. Going to throw it short. Going to be caught. Turn it up. And going to get the first. Once again, it's going to be 1st and 10 with Mike Hawk being the beneficiary. Moving the sticks. Going no huddle here. A little bit over 90 seconds left in the first half. So far looking nice. What are they going to do? Middle of the field and caught. There goes Davis shedding off a man inside the 20. 12 for 15 on the day here for the homie Jim Carr. 1st and 10 again. Gonna pass this one, looking for a man to throw it to. Gonna get hit as he tries to release the football, and that's gonna be a sack. Hendricks Harlow with the pass rush, held off just in time for Jim Carr to move. And I didn't see anyone open on that pass. Maybe that was the best case scenario. That could have been a fumble though. 2nd and 13. They didn't call a timeout. The clock continues to roll. Looking right side. Gonna be deflected. Jordan Vinny was not having that on that play. 3rd and 13 now. Now you don't want to make it this far and not get anything. We shall see what happens here, folks. 3rd and 13 coming. Gonna be passing it, looking for a man, takes off to run and gets sacked again. And that might take him out of field goal range. The pass rush came heavy for Tacoma, and that's gonna make it 4th and 25. You hate to see it if you're Pittsburgh, but it's gonna keep the drive alive. Well, gonna kill the drive is what it should be saying. As we see a long field goal attempt from Anita. Should be around a 51-yarder. Looking to get some points before the half. Kick is up and good. Let the siren play again. Big buckets there from Anita. She knocks it through. And if everything holds true to what we currently see, Pittsburgh will have the lead going into halftime, meaning they're definitely within this ball game to see if they can get something going. But it's going to be an interesting ride for sure. Pittsburgh, they need the W. They need Charlotte to lose. And they're going up against a tough opponent this week, so we'll see them play tonight. Can't wait to see that. And I'll go ahead and show you what's going down. If you're familiar, you know what's happening. These two teams right here. they come up with some of the greatest games we've seen in the last 2 seasons, and I'm expecting nothing less than a banger. Can't wait to see Charlotte and St. Louis. I'll see you guys on Twitch for that as we get back to the gameplay. It's 1st and 10 coming up. Here for the homie in middle of the field and going to be making the catch, but it should be a flag on the play, and that's going to move him backwards. 1st and 20 coming. Going to be handing this one off, pushing forward, and gets to the 20, and they'll call the timeout here. Gonna look for a man, launching this left side and some coverage though, and gonna be deflected. So no big pass right there. Gonna make it 3rd and 14. Gonna be looking for a man, throws it on the run again to the left side and gonna be deflected. That is gonna close out quarter number 2. Great try on the pass, but even greater defense from Pittsburgh. And Tampa Bay will have another shot right here. It's going to be returned by Darren Eliason, taking the pass to 25. And going to get it knotted up right there, as we could go ahead and talk about the homies at W. Shout out to the homies at W. Great community, great product. Make sure you get a starting pack. It got the shaker cup. It got a few packs so you can actually try out the flavors before you get your tubs. That's what I recommend personally, and it's not expensive at all. It's definitely a great buy. You'll be directly supporting the league by buying some W, especially if you can use that code right there on the screen. That's USFA S8 for 10% off of each and every order that you choose to have. Shout out also to Paladin, our other sponsor, doing their thug thizzle. If you need anything software wise for your business to make sure that it's running tip top shape, Paladin is going to be the direction you'll want to go to. Great deals. Make sure you sign the contract with them. Just like W, you'll be directly supporting the USFA in doing so. Also, shout out to all of our partners and affiliates. Don't forget about them. Gold Standard Basketball doing their thing on the hardwood. They're going through the FIBA World Cup. Got a lot of great games going on. A lot of players representing their respective countries and all the good stuff. Make sure you watch a game or two. There's going to be a fun ride there. One of our great partners. And also shout out to the homies in the ECFL, the Elite College Football League. Shout out to the Season 7 champions, aka the Tulane Green Wave, right before they make their move to North Dakota State. My player's on it, so you already know it's goated. Just kidding, I got carried. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I got carried to a chip, but hopefully my player will be starting and will be doing great things for North Dakota State. Also, shout out to the homies over there in Goals, Great One Hockey League Sim. If you want to be the next great hockey player, that's the best place to do it. And that's really about it. That's all I got for you. We'll go ahead and get back to the gameplay. Let's see if I could get this thing rolling. And I surely will. Let me go ahead and flip it like that. Excellence indeed. As we get back into the ball game here, Tampa with the football, trying to at the very least tie the ball game up, but a touchdown to give them the lead. for the first time today. First down coming. Going to fake the handoff, and it looks like the defense of Pittsburgh was ready for a read option. That's going to be no dice there. It's 2nd and 13 coming up. Second and 13, they're going to send the homie in motion to hand it off to Copeland, who's going to get those yards back and then some. Now they're a little bit ahead of the sticks. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. Going to be passing it again, middle of the field, and a dot there to Vaughn over the head of the defense. That's going to make it 1st and 10. Nice job there by West. Nice pass. Kane Elliott, the last line of defense, making the play, but not before Tampa gets right back into Pittsburgh territory. We'll see how they try to get it done. They're going to send Ja'Cory Dash in motion, and they got Mitchell Lott over there to meet him on the left side of the offense, looking to pass it left side and caught, turned up, and there's a bot player, bot tight end, getting into the mix, getting the first down here for the homies in Tampa. First and 10, they're going to send the homie in motion. They're going to hand it off, finding a little bit of a crease, but tackled before he could get past the 30. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Look for a man middle field and going to be caught past the 20, and another first down coming. There goes Bronson Sparrow with the catch, his first of the game, and it's 1st and 11 coming. Going to look, throw short, going to be caught. Gets to the 15, and there goes Travis Vaughn with another catch. 2nd and 5 coming up. Looking, passing it again, looking right side and caught. Sparrow with another catch, gets him close to the 5. 1st and goal, Typhoon. Nice job. In Pittsburgh, they're trying to find an answer so far. Tampa Bay's been clicking. But can the Typhoon punch it in? That's the question we have here. Looks like man coverage with a couple of safeties here for this Pittsburgh defense. Will they hand the ball off? No, they will not. Looking for the middle of the field and going to make the catch. Darren Eliason for the touchdown. Take a selfie, big homie. Going to make it 13 to 10. Kick is going to be up here. And the kick will be good. We have ourselves a 14 to 10 ball game coming up. Gonna look and send this one away. Looks like it's going into the end zone for a touchback. And it's gonna be 1st and 10 coming for Pittsburgh, trying to get the lead right back. Gonna look, hand off, push it forward, past the 30, and gonna pick the first down up as Mike skating. He was going left and right. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh. Hit him with that. Might be another handoff and gets dragged down. I believe that's Harlow again. 2nd and 9 coming up. Gonna be past the middle of the field and caught. Makes one man miss. Is Blake Grant. Gonna make that 3rd and 2 coming up. And then this one off the big hole. Big enough for Mike to fit it through. Gets past midfield. And Mike is going to get over 50 rushing yards in this ball game. It's 1st and 10 coming. Let's send the handoff again. Pushes through a man still running. Gets past the 40 and he is not giving up on his ball game. He's falling again, but that's another solid gain of 8. Gonna be almost picked off. Madison Nicole just could not hang on for whatever reason. Cannot ask for a better pass like that if you wanted INT, but gonna make it 3rd and 2 now. Going to send the man in motion here, looking for a man to throw it to, and going to be incomplete. They tried the in and out route, not to be right there, and the great drive fizzles out. Going to be 4th and 2. Will they keep their offense on the field is the question. Gonna send this punt away. Going to the right, but it looks like it shall go into the end zone. It did bounce backwards a little bit, but did not bounce in the right area. It's going to be 1st down coming. Tampa Bay, they're going to look to try to expand on this 4-point lead. Going for the handoff and going to be taken down. Nice job by the D-line. Going to be a loss of 2 on that play. Going to send a man in motion here. Gonna be looking, gonna be making the catch, gonna push forward and gets another strong push to get all of those yards back. A gain of 10 on that one. It's 3rd and 2 for Tampa. Nice job. Travis Vaughn. Strong man running. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man. The pass rush almost home, but the pass on the mark. And Bronson Sparrow's gonna take the catch. He's hyped up. It's 1st and 10 coming. The pressure was right there. And if that was one more second, that would have been an easy sack. But the O-line held up just enough so Mr. West could find who to throw it to. High snap, handoff, sheds off one man and gets tackled after that. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Gonna be pitch this one to Eliason, who wants to get around, but Mitchell Light is there to meet him. Gonna make it 3rd and 7 coming up. And we still have ourselves a really good ball game here, folks. The defense of Pittsburgh, they're trying their hardest to get their offense back onto the field. Gonna make it 3rd and 7. Looking, pass rush almost home, off the back foot and almost throws the pick to Angel Flugel, who once again, the defensive players are playing defense for a reason. They can't hang on to the easy ones, but you can't be mad at the results. Pittsburgh, they're getting the football back and they'll have a chance to reclaim the lead. Tampa Bay can't slack. They still got work to do this season. A loss will send them to a 6-6 record as that ball bounces into the back of the end zone, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Jim Carr trying to get something going here on offense. As you've seen on that last camera shot, the coach walking begrudgingly away from the player. I don't know why, but it's 13 seconds left in the 3rd. Still plenty of game left. And they're going to hand it off, looking for a hole. Runs right into his O-lineman, can't shake him off. And that'll take us to the end of quarter number 3. Throw your 4s up for your boy. Just because you love me, let's get to it. Looks like the total yards pretty balanced between both teams. Both teams have been able to pass and run the football fairly effectively. Quick pitch and going to be punched out at the last second. Cannot hang on. It's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up here. Going to be passing it, looking for a man to throw it to. The protection's great. Throws middle of the field, and that's not going to be enough for the 1st down. Tackled down before he can get it. It's going to be 4th and 1 coming up. Should see the punt team. They're pretty close to their own end zone, so not too much of a point in trying to force something. They're going to keep the drive moving, see if their defense can get another stop. Anita sending this one as far as she can. Gets it past the 20, so a boomer of a punt. There's going to be a flag you've seen at the top of your screen, so you can forget what happened there with Jordan Vinny. That'll move him to the 22-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Tampa. The game of football, it definitely comes down to minimizing your mistakes. That'll give yourself the best chances of making the plays that you need to when it's time to do it. But 11-11 on the 4th. Looking for a man is West. Number 10, looking right side. Going to be caught by Copeland. A juke move. It gets around the man. Oh, that was a nice set of moves there from Copeland. He did a little veteran cheese. And it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Tampa. That was a nice play. Like, watch this. Oh, they didn't show the whole thing, but he he went to the left, then cut back towards the sideline right around the player. And he made the tackler miss. Going to be handing this one off right side. Looking for a crease, but the defense of Pittsburgh was ready for that play. Gonna make it 2nd and 10, a gain of nothing. Great job there from Jackson Brady to lead the charge. Gonna fake the handoff, looking, throws it short to the left side. They left him open, running up for the first, but not gonna get it. Ja'Cory Dash is gonna be a yard shy. It's gonna be 3rd and 1. Only need to get past the 44 to keep the drive alive. Going to throw middle of the field and caught by Sparrow. Another 3rd down conversion by his hands and route running ability. Number 12 getting it done today. It's going to be 1st and 10. Going to be passing it again, looking right side is going to be caught and tackled immediately. No yards after the catch there. Actually, we probably got like 2 or 3. Actually 2. Going to be 2nd and 8 coming up. Eight minutes left in the 4th. Going to be a handoff to the left side, and they left him wide open. It's going to be Ja'Cory Dash chased down by Mitchell Lott inside the 10, and Tampa Bay's rolling for the first. What a play there. Great blocking on the edge. Sets him free. Mitchell Lott, he did his best to try to chase him down, but not to be. And Pittsburgh's in a pretty bad position right now. We'll see if they can manage to hold him to 3 or get a turnover, whichever comes first. Looking for a man, quick pitch and caught, but he's going backwards after the catch. That ain't going to help him. Going to be 2nd and goal coming. But Travis Vaughn with another catch on the game. Gonna be passing this, looking, middle of the field, and caught. And there goes Earl, the Pearl. Went for the touchdown. Getting the buckets. And that's gonna make it a 10-point ball game. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good, and now Pittsburgh's going to be down 2 possessions here with less than 7 minutes in this ball game. Still doable in regards to comeback chances, but they're going to need to get something cooking soon, or they could be getting their 9th loss of the season and could potentially end their chances of making it into the playoffs. I believe Pittsburgh needs to win regardless all the way through. Anything less than that is pretty much game over for them, as I'm sure they'll be looking for a lot of ways to decrease their chances of not making the playoffs next season. We'll see how that checks out for them, but going to be a fun ride here in the USFA. The game's still rolling. So far, 2 teams have secured a playoff spot. Actually, I believe Charlotte might have just secured. I believe Charlotte just secured if Pittsburgh loses. Because no matter how you slice it, Pittsburgh needs to win all 3 games, and Charlotte needs to lose all 3 games. And if everything's the same going into next week, for example, if Charlotte loses tonight, nothing's going to change. It's going to be almost caught, but I believe there was a little bit of defensive play there. Blake Grant couldn't hang on. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Looking for a man, right side, gonna be caught, turn it up, runs into a slew of Typhoon players. Gonna make it 3rd and 2 coming up. I'll be passing it, goes with the screen, and it's not gonna work. That's a sack. Hendricks Harlow does it again with another one. His 2nd of the game, makes it 4th down. And I'd have to assume it's 4th down territory here for this Pittsburgh team. There's not a lot of time to work with. The clock has been rolling steady all game long. It's going to be a hike, looking for a man, left side and caught, but I don't think he made it. He's a little short. In Tampa Bay, I don't think he got it. He's shaking his head. Anthony Stank. That's not going to work out. Looks like the offense for Pittsburgh has to take their trip back to the bench. And we'll see the Tampa Bay offense coming back onto the field. Looks like a little bit of a audible here. They're going to switch it up a little bit, and wide open man makes one man miss almost, as Earl Flint, and he's going to get inside the 35. Tampa Bay's on drain clock mode from here on out. We'll see what happens here on this next play. Gonna send a man in motion, gonna fake the handoff, looking left side and caught, and almost caught. Travis Vaughn, he got the ball swatted out of his hands at the last second. It's gonna be 3rd and 1 coming up. Now, what happened on that pass? That is because of accuracy. You got to make sure you put the ball on the money. As we see the handoff, I think he did pick it up. Yes, he did. That's going to be 1st and 10 here for Tampa as they look to burn more clock. Barely had enough. And like I said in the last game, barely better than almost. They're pretty much the same thing, but on opposite side of the spectrums. As we see the handoff again, pushing forward, going to get past the 30 to around the 28-yard line. There's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up. Second and 6 coming up here. Going to be faking the handoff, but there's not a lot of room for West to do anything, but he will get a couple of positive yards on that play. 3rd and 4 coming. And they're kind of milking it right now. Less than 3 minutes now. Letting it tick down to 2 seconds as West takes off, throws on the run, and he's just going to throw this one away. The Pittsburgh defense stands tall once again, and it's going to be 4th and 4 coming up. Should see the field goal team here for Tampa come to the field. And they're going to look to get something going. See if they can make it a 14-point deficit that Pittsburgh will have to try to get out of. As we see the kick from Mr. Pointer, and Mr. Pointer points upward and through the uprights. It's going to be good. 24-10 is your score. In Pittsburgh, they have less than 3 minutes to get 2 touchdowns. Impossible? No. Improbable? I think you could probably say improbable. As Pittsburgh, they're currently on the outside looking in. This could very well be their last chance of potentially making it into the playoffs or getting that push to make it to the playoffs. And I'm pretty sure if Pittsburgh loses this game here, it's going to be game over in regards to that. And we should have our 2 teams heading into the setup. And actually Tampa Bay I believe, could probably secure the #2 seed with this victory. It will make sense with getting 7 wins, and they'll be over 500 this season for the first time in their team's history. It's definitely their most wins they ever had in Tampa Bay history since they've been in the league, but this will be the first time that they'll go over 500 on the season. So a lot to be proud of here from this Tampa Bay team. We didn't talk too much about how good they've turned out. They started very good. They went out a little rocky. They were losing some games they should have won. As we see this one fumbled, picked up by Tampa, gonna take it out of bounds, and that is gonna be worse there for Pittsburgh. They tried it short, and that's not gonna get the job done. Tampa is gonna get the chance to run some more clock out, and it looks like the timeouts are gonna be coming early here for Pittsburgh. Not too much they could really do. 2nd and 6 coming up. As we could see, a clinch and an elimination here today. Gonna be faking the handoff. They got the speed option going. He's got a lot of speed. He's gonna get tripped up. Is Mr. West. And that pretty much to close the deal in this ball game. Pittsburgh cannot stop the clock any more than they probably could. Well, they do have a timeout and the 2-minute warning on their side, but outside of that, they really don't have too much to work with. Gonna look for a man to throw it to right side and caught by Vaughn. Gonna drag a man to the 1, and that is more than likely going to set the deal up. Tampa Bay may just try to get the touchdown to add on to what has been a great season so far for them. Travis Vaughn, 7 catches, 65 yards. You already know how we do. Post game, we're going to talk about the stats, who was great, who wasn't. It's going to be a fun ride here. You already know how we do. Going with the I formation here, and they are going to hand it off. Jason Copeland's going to wrap this one up for the touchdown. In Tampa Bay, shout out to Western Florida. I believe you can call yourselves a playoff team after this performance. Dominant all the way through. Well, actually, since pretty much the second quarter, dominant all the way through. Pittsburgh, there's still a lot of life here in this team, but it looks like they'll have to wait until season number 9 in order to see if they can make the playoffs. But let me tell you, this team has a lot of promise. They just need a few more weapons on offense. Maybe another halfback to spell Mike. A quarterback may be in question. We'll see if Jim Carr is that guy, or if Pittsburgh will lean towards one of the newer players coming into the league. It's going to be an interesting ride for sure. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. But Pittsburgh, they could definitely use some weapons on defense as well. Cornerback, anywhere in the secondary will help them out. An active D lineman to pair up with the homie Canes, aka Jerry Philbin. Linebackers to pair up with Colt Wetzel and Austin Wheeler. Maybe one more active person could help them do it. Secondary, you could go any which way outside of maybe free safety. I like Angel Flugel a lot, but I think a secondary cornerback or a strong cornerback core could lift this team up as well. See if they can make some plays. Looking for a man to throw it to on the run, and caught. There goes Bodacious, taking it to the 45-yard line, and that is where we'll hit the 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh trying to get something going. The crowd not mad at them. crowd still showing their support, still packed up deep in here. Right side going to be deflected, and a great defensive play making the stop as the pass was going towards Stank. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Gonna look for a man to throw to middle field, and caught. There goes Mike Hawk past the 40. They don't have any timeouts, so they're at least trying to end this on a good note. Take it into week number 13. Try to win those 2 games and to see what happens there. 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna be passing it again, looking right side, and gonna be caught. There goes Blake Grant with another catch past the 30. Gonna make it 1st and 10. Is this going to be the last time that these 2 teams, well, these 2 wide receivers, well, 3 if you want to call it, but Anthony Stank, Blake Grant, Ryan Davis on the 1-year contract, as we see the pass there to Bodacious, who's not giving up. Going to make it 1st and goal, but like I said, Ryan Davis currently on the 1-year contract. His contract ends after this season. Will he re-sign with Pittsburgh, or will he try to find greener pastures in another uniform? Looking for a man, his car, trying to find it, and he does, but Anthony Stank's foot was out of bounds. Unfortunate there for Pittsburgh. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Second and goal here. Got a lot of man coverage. Pittsburgh looking for the score. Someone's crossing, but not trying to get the pass off. He's going to take off, throws it, going to be caught for the touchdown. Great job there from the homie, Mike and Jim Carr. They got the job done on that play. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too late. Definitely a great drive to keep your heads up. But it's going to be kick up, kick good. We should see the onside kick. Let the siren play. Interesting set here, Pittsburgh. I think we could cut the plug in regards to the playoff hopes for sure, but Pittsburgh's going to be coming out swinging next season. You better watch out. We'll see what happens in the expansion draft. If the teams ahead of Pittsburgh will lose a couple of players in their mix, as we see it picked up. Going to take off a juke move. Going to get a flag on the play. Bronson Spiro tried to do something, but the bot tied in, caught with the hold, and we should see a kneel down to wrap this one up. Final score pending, but it should be official in a little bit. 31-17. Tampa Bay securing the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. That means there's only one more spot left to get, but I'm pretty sure all 3 seeds are locked up in the East. I'm quite certain with Pittsburgh losing, it's pretty much a wrap, and now Charlotte is going to have their 3rd seed. Well, actually, I take that back. The number 2 seed is still up for grabs for Charlotte. I forgot to say that the number 2 seed is not secured, but Tampa Bay will make the playoffs nonetheless. 31-17 is your score. Once again, shout out to Tampa Bay getting the job done. A great season, and they have a chance to make it up to at least 9 wins as they move to 7-5. Currently still got week 13 and week 14 to play. Pittsburgh will fall to 3-9 on the season, and that'll pretty much wrap their causes up for a potential playoff push. But looking at the passing yards here, both quarterbacks did very well in my opinion, but James West, he's just on another level right now. 85% completion percentage. He's pushing to shoot over 70% completion percentage when the season was over. 3 touchdowns for him. Jim Carr, he has 68%, 262 yards. There's the longest passes from there. Jim Carr had the longest with 35. A little bit further, let's check the rushing side of things. Ja'Cory Dash led the way, 15 for 85.5 yards a carry. Mike Hawk, 8 for 64. James West, 6 for 45. And there goes the rest of the players here. Let's check the longest rush of the day. It's from Ja'Cory Dash with the 32-yarder. Great job from him. James West also had a 31-yarder. Receiving wise, let's talk about it. Pittsburgh, 8 for 62 and a touchdown for Mike. Blake Grant, 4 for 41. Bodacious, 4 for 58. Ryan Davis, 2 for 54 and a touchdown. Anthony Stank, 2 for 31. Corbian Crimson, 1 for 18. And a little bit further down, looks like the longest catch of the game was from Ryan Davis with a 35-yarder. Great job from him. On the other side, Travis Vaughn leads the way with 7 for 65 and a touchdown. Bronson Sparrow, 4 for 41. Darren Eliason, 4 for 23 and a touchdown. Ja'Cory Dash, 3 for 25. Earl Flint, 3 for 23 and a touchdown. Jason Copeland, 2 for 14. And that's a bot player there. The longest reception here will be 26 by Travis Vaughn. Great job from him. But you see a lot of balance here. A lot of players getting big catches whenever they do get the football. Looking at the defense here, the leading tackler will be Shiloh Marino, the strong safety, with 9. Madison Nicole with 6. Hendricks Harlow with 5. Brock Hoskins with 4. Heavy D with 4. Thor Brown with 4. And Levy Dutton with 3. A little bit further down, we got 1 tackle for loss for Madison. 2 sacks on the day for Harlow. And that's all the players there on that section. But we got a pass deflection by Hoskins and Nicole. And looks like a fumble recovery by Hoskins. So we should see a forced fumble a little bit later. I don't know who did it, but we'll check that out in a little bit. A little bit further down, Matthew Ousley with 3 tackles. Jordan Vinny with 2. And it looks like McCarney Kakol with 1. That's a bot player with the sack, so we dismissed those. Pass deflections there from Vinny, and it looks like he forced a fumble. So he didn't get the INT, but he did force a fumble. Great job. And a little bit further down, nothing else there. Von Carlton, he's going to get 1 tackle, 1 solo tackle, and that's all the user players for the homies in Tampa. Great job again. Looks like a bot player led the way in tackles, but we dismissed those. Austin Wheeler led the way with 8, along with Mitchell Lott. Jerry Philbin with 6. Kickson Ali with 5. Jackson Brady with 5. Cassandra Aquino with 4. Bryce Walker with 3. Tackle for loss, looks like Mitchell Lott got 1. Jerry Philbin with the sack, along with Aquino with 1.5. No INTs. Looks like Mitchell Lott and Kingston Ali each with the pass deflection in this section. Nothing else to note here. A little bit further down, after Walker, we got Flugel. We got 3 tackles from him. Colt Wetzel also got 3. Kane Elliott with 2. Tank Jones with 2. And tackles for loss, so it was a bot player. Sack wise as a bot player, but we do got Tank Jones with the half a sack. Great job. A little bit further down, looks like Flugel and Elliott with the pass deflections. And nothing else to note here. That's all the defensive players on both sides. Great job from you guys. Looking at the kicking, both kickers were perfect on the game. Pointer with 4 extra points made. Anita with 2. And it looks like the longest field goal was 51 yards. Great job. And it looks like 9 kickoffs and 2 touchbacks. And honestly, since we have the new setup here, I don't think we need to do that anymore. But we're going to keep it moving here. Punting, the longest punt of the day was from Trey Pointer with the 63-yard bomb. Great job. And it looks like Anita and Trey, they both averaged around 51 yards on the punt. Kick return, Anthony Stank 4 for 100. And looks like they're in the last in 3 for 74. Jordan Vinny 1 for 21. And that is going to close out game number 2 of week number 12. We still have the doubleheader, the second part of the doubleheader. And Charlotte, they already secured, but now they're trying to make a push to see if they can get into the mix for the potential number 2 seed. If Charlotte loses, I believe that the homies in Tampa Bay will secure their spot as the number 2 seed. So a big game there. St. Louis, I believe they can secure the number 1 seed in the East with the victory as well. So a lot of things going on tonight. We got the giveaway as well. Make sure you watch out. It's going to be a fun ride. Bring all the ECFL people here as well. Should be a fun one. But until then, stay safe and let's get this money.